Hey everybody, welcome back to the Teenaging Podcast. My name is Nikki and I'm joined today by
Rihanna.
and
Sarah.
also it's kind of random, really off topic, but like I've I I just edit this out. Okay. Never mind, don't worry. Okay. I'll just get back to it. Does that piss you off, Sarah?
Huh?
Does that piss you off, Sarah?
Piss me off how?
Oh, okay. Because I usually do that thing where I like just don't say anything, and I make useless like lead-ons.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like now I don't care anymore.
Okay. Okay. Um, I was gonna say something.
How you been on TikTok
Oh,
less?
okay. Oh, guys, yeah, I've been meaning to tell you. Like, I've gone on TikTok way less. Usually, I'd stay on there for like a good like hour, and then like I'll get back to it, and I went on another hour. But like now, I don't even need a remind. You know how you can put reminders on TikToks? Like, I don't even need to put that.
So
I've just been going on there less.
is your attention span way better now?
I don't know how to measure that per se. Okay, I
I
don't
don't
know
think
how
it's
to.
changed. 2 seconds ago, she was like, "What was I talking about?"
No, I think okay. I don't actually like I don't know how to measure it, but yeah, because I feel like after you get off it, you just like slowly stop that habit. Oh my god, last episode, teens. Anyway, it's like after I get rid of that habit slowly, it's just like I don't feel any. It's not present in my mind. Like, oh my god, I have to go on TikTok. Usually, it's so bad, but I get this instinct to like grab my phone. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like whenever too much time has passed. But now it's like I just occupy myself with other things, and I don't get that urge. But yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I am still very addicted to TikTok. I can't stop. It's so bad and toxic at the same time, but I just can't stop. Like, I just can't.
Right? Like I would tell myself like, oh, just one more,
Mm,
and then cue another like half an hour of me just scrolling.
yeah. And because I've been spending so much time on TikTok, I've been seeing a lot of like girls on TikTok posting like workout routines and like wake up early, study, and then do like an hour workout and like promoting like weight loss and all this and like to have a major glow up like during
Mm,
quarantine.
mm,
And there's like two sides to it where it's like, yeah, it motivates me to do something, but it's also like a bad influence to have on yourself because it's kind of toxic to have that mentality all the time that you need
mm,
to have a glow
Mm.
up.
mm. Right, and it's this culture of where we have to use our time wisely because we're in quarantine and because we're stuck at home, we have to find ways to like utilize our time properly. And I think that's great. A lot of people are being productive, and I don't want to say like stop that or anything. That's like great. Do what you want. Like that's great. But it's
Yeah.
also building an expectation for impressionable young people to like um always be productive, always be on that grind or whatever, do like adopt the same routine and wake up at
Mm-hmm.
5, do this, have a very tight schedule. And you know what? That works for a lot of people, and it's really good. But people who are not too don't feel like doing it or don't feel like it's necessary for them right now, it adds this kind of guilt to them, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
you feel guilty for not doing much or like being a little unproductive all the time. But I know Sarah, on the other hand, is very productive, which is good.
Lol.
Didn't you say you
Yeah.
walk like 3 hours on at
Yeah.
home?
Yeah, no, I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum where like I'm exactly what you described. Where, like I have that schedule and I have to wake up at that time, and like if I don't follow it, like I feel really really guilty, and like it's just like not a good moment. It's like the feeling of a Sunday where you have nowhere to go or nothing to do. Like if
Mm,
I were to not feel like if I were to not like go about with my schedule, that's how I would feel all the time, like a Sunday. And like, yeah. So, I always have this kind of guilt with me. Like, if I don't like keep working, then like I'm wasting my time, which is so bad. And I'd be like trying not to, but like having a schedule at least helps like that guilt go away, because you're like, oh, I have something to do. I'm, doing things productively. But yeah, that's just me.
I mean, that's good though. Like, you're eating very healthy and you do exercise and stuff. But do you think it's like almost exhausting, like keeping that up every single day?
Because you feel like, how people are like, oh, one day won't affect you and stuff like that. Like, that's true. Like, one day of like, taking a rest, or one day of like eating like junk food or something, that's not gonna like, ruin or collapse your entire like goal for the month or whatever it is, right? But
Mm.
like a part of me is always like so guilty about it. Like, if I were to just like take a day where I like didn't do my homework, like, and it was not scheduled, like that's the day that you won't do your homework, like I would feel really, really bad about it. And yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You know what? I used to be like that too. Like, no, what do you mean? I'm still like that. I still have so much unfinished work, but I can't bring myself to complete it. And I feel so guilty because I know, like, I keep overthinking and I'm just like, oh my God, will that like go towards my report? Like, will I not get this award if I don't try as hard as the others? But the thing, now I just kind of do like literally like the bare minimum. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like the complete opposite of last year, and like the years before.
It's like seeing other people be productive makes me be less productive. I can't explain it. Like, it makes me feel so guilty and bad about myself, but at the same time, I don't do anything to fix it.
Yeah.
And then it's just a weird concept of, yeah, I should be productive. I should get, work on these things. But then I'm just like, nah, man, not feeling it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I have so much unfinished work and I could do it, but I don't want to, and seeing other people, you need to take all these notes, record these sessions, and like do extra homework, especially like tutoring homework, makes me feel so behind.
I'm tutoring in like an hour and I'm so not looking forward to it.
Oh my God.
Sarah, is the workload like still the same as when you were in school?
Yeah, basically. Like
Really?
for tutoring, it's like about the same, but like I'm pretty sure like this week he's gonna double it up a little bit,
Okay,
because like we missed like one lesson. So
why? Wait, really? It's like the same thing from like
yeah, no, I'm
school?
supposed to be ahead in math at tutoring, right? They like make sure that like I'm ahead by at least a couple chapters. So we move really quickly, and that means that we also get a lot of homework so we can move really quickly.
Oh my God, that sounds like hell. I'm sorry. Oh my God, how do you keep up with that? Sarah, I honestly like admire your work ethic so much. I could never like my my
No.
my peak of work ethic probably like died in year 8.
Oh my God, year 8 was such a good moment for me when it came to work. Like, I literally busted my ass. Like, oh my God, if I could get back to that, like, I would be so proud of myself.
Yeah,
I feel like we were all thriving in year 8.
we
Yeah.
were. It's because of the science. It's mainly science. I swear,
Yeah,
it's
no. Our
basically
science
science.
teacher was literally a god. Like, I'm so happy that we had her, because she has
Mm.
instilled really, really, really good, like, habits with me. And, like, I still take those on. But, like, her presence alone made you want to work harder. Like, you
Mm.
wanted to impress her.
Right. And oh, I looked back at my book in year 8, and there was so much. No, I went through. I think okay, in 4 terms, I went through like a good 3 books.
Hell
It,
yeah.
it was there, and I had so many booklets. I completed everything. How?
Yeah.
How? I could never. I can't.
Yeah.
Like right now, I can't.
Like, she just like demanded this like this want or need to get her approval, and she was so
Mm,
nice too. Like, it wasn't like she was like rude to us or anything. She was
mm.
just like a
Well,
really good and
well.
she was nice. I loved her, and she was like a second mother. Like, I lived for her.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
you
one
know
is her
what?
favorite, so
No.
Yeah, for sure. But she reminds me, okay, I don't know if you guys watched the show. It's called How to Get Away with Murder, but she reminds me so much of the protagonist, Annalise Keating. She's like this very like this big authority figure everyone wants to impress.
mm,
It's basically the same.
I
Yeah.
just love her. I miss her
Um
so much, man.
like going back to like productivity, I remember even like when school starts last year, not too long ago, I would after I would go walk from home, I would like go home and do a Chole Ting exercise for like a good 30 minutes, and I would do that almost every single day, and I would actually like try to eat healthy, but now I just don't
yeah.
care. I don't know. Maybe okay. Maybe because there's not enough snacks in my house, but if there was, I would gobble that up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's so hard to keep up, especially when you're not surrounded, because like directly surrounded by like really motivated and hardworking people as well. Like it's also hard to keep up.
And
Okay.
especially since like because I feel like when we were going to school we had like a routine, so we were like, okay, I can do this here, this now, blah blah blah, and you would like
Mm,
make a schedule for yourself. Whereas now we have so much free time. It's like, what do I even do with myself?
right? Like if you don't keep up with a schedule, or if you don't like keep up with time is not like a normal regular concept for you anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
I I keep forgetting what day it is. I don't pay attention to the time. I just do whatever and I just go with the flow now. It's
Yeah,
it's like
literally.
yeah, and it's like I would spend yeah, like I've never been this relaxed in my life, I think. Maybe when I was like sick. I've no, I feel like even when I was 6, my life was more exciting. What the heck? Oh, and there's you know how like going back to what you said, Rihanna, on the trends on TikTok where like a lot of people would, not only work out but like improve their skin, like with a nice skincare routine, and learn
Mm.
how to do makeup and try to better themselves to make them look better. And you know what? That's great. Like I'm so glad people are taking more initiative to practice self-love and being able to be more confident in themselves. But then, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm behind. I always have this like internal like subconscious fear in me that I'm always behind, and like I'm like life is like a race, and I have to keep up with everyone. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like a failure in the future or something. You know?
Oh my god, that was deep.
But yeah, I don't know.
Life is a race.
It feels like
It
it
really be
is.
feeling like that. It really be
Yeah.
feeling like that. Like if
Like
you're not
everyone's
keeping up
reaching
with this like strict regimen and you're not like doing what everybody else is doing to better themselves, you feel like you're falling behind and you're not going to be
yeah.
as successful.
Right?
It's like everyone reaching for the same goal at the same time.
And I feel like this kind of hustle culture is making like not only a lot of people feel really motivated, but like on the other side of the spectrum, it also makes people feel very exhausted. Constantly
Mm-hmm.
having to keep up. And
Mm-hmm.
I want the people out there to know that it's fine to not be so super productive, but it's good to make good use of your time. You don't have to do all the work. You don't have to finish all your unfinished schoolwork or anything like that, or try to do new like yeah, like try to be super productive. You just have to make good use of your time, like do stuff you haven't tried before, pick up new hobbies or something like that. Just simple things that makes you feel relaxed. You don't have to overwhelm yourself, but it's good, I think, for me at least, it's good to make put down like a schedule for what I want to do, because
Mm-hmm.
then I don't feel like I'm wasting it, or I don't like how during these times each day kind of feels like a blur, you know?
Yeah.
Making a schedule or just making each day more special makes it feel more distinct, and I feel like I'm actually doing something, even if on the schedule it says like make a milkshake or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like treat yourself. You don't have to feel guilty. Just go at your own pace.
I think just no matter how little or small the accomplishment you did that day, it's still a huge thing, because right now everyone is kind of in this unproductive blur like mood, and it's just the little things that count. Like yesterday, I put down one of my things to do was organize my candles in my shelf, and I did that and I felt great ticking it off.
Mm.
So it's really just the little things, going at your own pace, like what Nikki said.
Yeah, and like even if it's a small step, it's still a step forward, you know? And you know what? Spend time to reconnect with friends. Like I know we have movie nights now. Rihanna, cute me
Rihanna shows
singer.
up literally
Shut
never.
up.
Yeah.
Because she's so busy, like, reorganizing her candles.
So you got time to reorganize your candles. We're not fun with that. Guys,
You have time to go through TikTok, but you don't have time to call
Hey,
us.
this is
Yeah.
not the time. This is not the time.
Guys, I bought this can. Okay, I know we're supposed to stay inside, but like my sister and I went out to the Blue Mountains. Hey, we didn't talk to anybody. I mean, we did. We bought a cake, but
This should not be on the podcast.
no, it's like it's exercise. You know, it's exercise. It's fine.
Yeah.
We are exercise. We walked in the autumn leaves. But the point is, I bought a candle and it sucks. It was 3 candles for $10. Absolute waste. We thought it was a bargain. It has no smell. I burnt it for like 3 hours. Nothing. Nothing. You know, it smells better when it's not lit than when it's actually lit. I don't know. It's very off topic. Anyway, productivity. You don't have to do you don't have to be super productive, but
Nikki,
use
this
this time to do
is
what you
way
love.
too long.
On Nikki's candle note, we're gonna end this podcast by saying that it's important to like keep at least a list of what you're doing, or try to have some type of structure to your life, because it helps to when you like rehab. Oh my god, I cannot English right now. when you rehabilitate into like reality and
Rehabilitate? What are we, prisoners? What are you?
I mean, low key. No. When you like go back into reality and we have to start going back to school, university, wherever you have to go, like having that good like middle ground or that threshold is important, so you don't feel like completely out of your space when you go back. So yeah, we hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to follow us on our Instagram, The Teenaging Podcast, our Twitter, The Teenaging Pod, our YouTube, The Teenaging Podcast. And if you have any questions or anything that you would like to sound off, you can let us know on our anonymous page. It's linked in our Instagram. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.